Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panders with your Ski Southeast forecast as we go into the weekend. It's been kind of a weird couple of weeks here. We keep thinking we're going to start to see some natural snow. We've had some northwest flow, let's be honest, but we really have not had that big storm yet. It's been a weird winter, though it's been kind of cold enough to make snow. I was telling people today that conditions in the east and southeast are actually pretty good, even though the natural snow numbers are way down this year. We've had enough cold weather that the snowmakers have more than made up for the lack of Mother Nature making us some snow. But let's get to what's going on right now. Let me show you where the snow is. I think this is a pretty interesting map to see the big swath of heavy snow that extends from the Midwest through the Great Lakes and especially the Northeast. This has been kind of the hot zone the last couple of weeks. All these 30, 40, 60, 70 inch of snow depth in the Northeast is ridiculous. And then you come down to the Southeast. West Virginia's not doing too bad. Snowshoe's had a couple good weeks here, and then Wisp has. And down in the North Carolina mountains, we've had our dusting to an inch or two. I would not call it anything big, but like I said, we've had enough cold weather to make snowmaking a big deal. And over the next 24 to 36 hours, it is going to be anything but cold. We are going to see a pretty significant warm up here in the southeast. The good news, the weather is going to be beautiful for skiing. We're going to have sunny skies, bluebird skies, with a southwest flow developing by this weekend, especially Saturday and Sunday. So that's a really warm kind of blowtorch wind that's going to give us some really warm temperatures going into the weekend, even though it is going to be nice out there. It is going to be warm. Don't expect any man-made or natural snow through the next 48 to 72 hours. We'll look at the long-range futurecast here through the weekend, and you don't see a lot there. We'll go through Saturday. We'll go through Sunday, and it's a snow drought this weekend. How about long range? I think a lot of folks are already starting to look ahead to next week. We're going to be warm this weekend, warm into the early part of next week, but there are signs next weekend. We're talking the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th kind of weekend that we're going to start to see the cold air settle back in here over the eastern part of the country with below average temperatures at least. I don't see a big storm right now, but I certainly think we're going to see some cold temperatures. And watch the yo-yo effect going on in the jet stream here. Dip on Friday, but then Sunday, notice the westerly flow here across the southeast. And then we go into early next week, a brief dip in the jet stream, and then we see another flattening, but the big dip in the jet stream is actually going to arrive late week. This is Friday. Look at the timeline. Here comes the cold air, and this isn't half bad. This is a pretty good trough that's going to develop over the eastern half of the country next weekend. So the bad news, it's going to warm up. There's no natural snow in the next several days. The good news, there's tons of snow on the slopes, so great skiing. And then looking long range, there are signs things are going to change next weekend for the Valentine's Day weekend. That's the weekend I'm watching carefully now for the potential, at least for cold weather. I'm not sold on a snowstorm yet anywhere in the southeast, but at least it's going to get cold again, which should give the snowmakers enough time to build the bases back up and get us through the rest of the winter. Wish I had better news on the natural snow front, but hey, I'll be honest, I've seen some great skiing this weekend in the southeast, even though it's going to be nice and mild. Hope you have a great weekend, and as always, make sure you're thinking snow.